up, gamers? My name is LeunameGames. Welcome back to LeunameGames. Today I'm going to teach you how to play the 2 to 4 player Take That card game, Ringmaster Welcome to the Big Top, by Justin Gary and published by StoneBlade Entertainment. In Ringmaster, players are competing against each other to build the most successful carnival. And they're doing this by playing cards to hire stars, build attractions, and even mess with each other's carnivals by adding sideshows or even sabotaging each other. Let's get it to the table. Let's see what's in the box. The setup is going to be different depending on how many players are in the game. If you're playing a 2-player game, you're going to need to go through the deck and remove all cards that have a 3 or 4-player symbol on the bottom left corner. And if you're playing a 3-player game, you need to remove all the ones that say 4 players. Now, I'm setting this up for a 4-player game, so you don't need to worry about that. To set up for a 4-player game, all you gotta do is just shuffle this deck here, give each other 3 cards, and you're ready to start. On your turn, there are 3 things you're going to do. First, you are going to draw a card from the top of the deck and add it to your hand. The second thing is that you can look at your hand of cards, and you can choose to play one of them in front of you. Now, there are 4 different types of cards in the game, and they are all noted on the cards themselves. There are these green attraction cards, which are essentially marked as your victory conditions, which as you play them, basically marks what you need to do to win the game. There's these star cards, which will basically give you a special ability that you can do on your turn. There's these event cards, which will basically allow you to play it. You do whatever it says, and then that card is discarded. And lastly, there are the sideshow cards, which are basically cards that you play in front of anyone, including yourself, and they can either help yourself, help your opponent, or hinder your opponent, or hinder yourself, depending on what you play. Important thing to keep in mind, you don't have to play any cards if you don't want to. If you have any stars that are laying out in front of you, you also have the opportunity to use any of their abilities. And the last thing you're going to do is to discard down to 6 cards if you have more than 6 cards. If the deck at any point empties at all, you just simply reshuffle the discard pile back into the deck. Every single card except for one of these in the game can only be played on your turn. The only card that can be played when it's not your turn is this card right here, Sabotage, which basically lets you stop a card that an opponent plays. When you play this, you discard that card and you discard the Sabotage. In order to win the game, you have to play these attractions in front of you and complete whatever condition that they have on them. For instance, Sideshow Tent means you have to have 3 or more sideshows in front of you to win. Big Top, you have to have 5 or more attractions in front of you. 3-Ring Circus, you need to have 3-ring circuses in front of you. And if you manage to complete one of those before anyone else, then you win the game. And that is everything you need to know in order to play Ringmaster Welcome to the Big Top. As always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. Thank you all as always so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. That means a lot to me. If you like what I do and you want to support me in the future, please feel free to hit subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. But until next time, see you later!